Most of us know the feeling, staring blankly at a whiteboard covered in Greek letters, wondering how anyone makes sense of the math. Physics is notoriously difficult to grasp, and a big part of that struggle comes from how the subject is usually taught. The traditional classroom approach leans heavily on dry, rote memorization of formulas, rather than helping students actually comprehend the mechanics of what's happening. When students turn to the internet for help, they usually find a massive gap. There is a real shortage of digital educators who can take these highly rigorous, difficult sciences and make them genuinely approachable. Dr. J.P. Singh brings a unique perspective to this problem. He is a dedicated educator who uses his academic experience to reach learners who are often left behind by the rigid structures of formal institutions. Mastering the mechanics of the universe requires a guide who translates these complex laws into a language modern students actually speak. Dr. Singh grounds his digital presence with real-world, boots-on-the-ground academic credibility. His active involvement in events like the Physics Fest 2024 at PGGC 11 Chandigarh proves he is deeply embedded in the collegiate science community. He takes that high-level institutional expertise and translates it directly to his YouTube channel, breaking down complex academic theories for the public. Dr. Singh explains bonding in solids as atomic particles connect into a rigid crystalline lattice. For electromagnetism, an oscillating sine wave chart demonstrates an alternating current continuously reversing its flow. In optics, a light wave passes through a narrow slit, fanning out concentrically, representing diffraction. These lectures provide concrete evidence that digital learners can find academic depth without sacrificing accessibility. But high-level academic lectures have a distinct downside. They easily alienate younger students or beginners who haven't yet built up the necessary scientific vocabulary. Dr. Singh solves this by applying creative storytelling to abstract scientific concepts, lowering the barrier to entry so anyone can start learning. His Gravity Adventure series is a perfect example. Instead of starting with dense math, he turns basic natural forces into a dynamic journey, illustrating how a massive planetary body bends the very fabric of space to pull smaller objects into its orbit. He uses a similar strategy in his Friction Discovery in Happyville videos. By creating a whimsical, story-driven framework, he explains how resistive forces work in the real world, without immediately overwhelming the viewer with equations. Translating rigid formulas into these imaginative frameworks ensures that physics remains inviting, regardless of how much prior knowledge a student brings to the table. A truly effective modern classroom requires a two-way dialogue. The educator has to be willing to listen. Dr. Singh actively seeks out the student perspective. In his video, Interview for Suggestions on Education System with Sarthik IT Student, he sits down directly with a learner to gather honest feedback on the educational experience. This conversation moves entirely beyond physics instruction. It addresses specific systemic flaws in the broader educational ecosystem, exploring how the environment itself impacts learning. Instead of lecturing into a digital void, he uses these interactions to reshape his teaching methods based on the real-world struggles of modern learners. Dr. J.P. Singh's channel functions as a growing community where members actively work to improve their understanding of how the world works. It offers a unique dual value. In one sitting, you can switch from visualizing deep academic concepts like the diffraction of light right into an engaging story designed to help you understand friction. Grounding all of this material is a critical, ongoing discussion about how to make the entire educational system function better for everyone involved. There is no reason to navigate the complexities of physics or the education system on your own. Subscribe to Dr. J.P. Singh to master the concepts of tomorrow